farmers know farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time. A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas, the seeds are the paint, and the harvest is the masterpiece.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something? You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
Alrighty. Hello there. For those of you that are new here, welcome. For those of you who are not, welcome back. My name is Brandon, and today we are back in Farming Simulator 25, aka FS25. Yeah, we're going back into rail streaming, and we're streaming for rail. As you guys might have noticed, I found a bunch of Farming Simulator 2025 thumbnails and changed a lot of the thumbnails to new ones because new thumbnails. So they are more. There was just one like, kind of low quality thumbnail that I'd found before that I used for every single FS25 stream, but now I've got 14 different ones. I'm gonna cycle through those. And they're not really going to line up with what we're doing that day. It's just going to be a different one each day. Each time. I wanted to experiment with something real quick. Let me try moving this mouse over here and then see if that makes a difference in audio. I think it sounds a little bit less echoey here versus over here like this. Testing, 1, 2. Okay, this is definitely less echoey, but the problem is that it's blocking a little bit at the bottom left of my screen. So let me try and see if I can like turn this or something, put it on its side. I don't know. Alright, let's try that. How does that sound, y'all? That actually doesn't sound bad. That sounds normal. Let's go ahead and plug the stream in a couple places. See what everyone's up to. It is blocking a teeny portion of the bottom left side though still. Ugh, how do I get that to not? Oh, I can pull that out. There we go. That works for now. I can put this back there like that. That. Okay, cool. Alright, that should be good. Let me test the audio again. Okay, I think that sounds much better. It was a subtle change, but it is better now, I think. And we are ready. Cool beans. This is a different. I gotta have a different. I put my phone there now, so actually that's nice. I can see chat better like this. If you're just tuning in, hello, welcome to the stream. This is our little fleet right here, by the way. So if you're just tuning in, we have 3 vehicles now, but they are 3 very, very small vehicles. Now, these ones here are interchangeable. So, ouch. Here, I can drop that, and I could go over there and I can put on that trailer and that sprayer. But I just, you know, I can do a sprayer job, but I can do a fertilizer job at the same time. So it's like, why not? You know. Let's go ahead and see what's available. Deadwood, harvesting, stone picking, wood transport. These are some bad contracts. So last time we did a few of these vegetable harvesting ones, which are a pain in the butt. Look at these, okay? So look at these 5 harvesters. This one here, this one I have selected, is the only vegetable harvester that actually has a storage tank on board. This one here doesn't store any crops on board. This one here doesn't store any, doesn't store any. So, like, literally, this machine, it'll load, this machine has 0 storage for crops. It has no grain tank, which means that the vegetables go up like this, then they go down into this hole, they get brought back this way, they go up this conveyor belt, and they get loaded onto a trailer. But there's nowhere for them to just stop. So you have to have a trailer just going alongside this thing the whole time, or else it's not harvesting anything. Same with this one, and this one, and this one. And these ones are even worse, because if you look, this only harvests 1 row of vegetables at a time. This one harvests 4 rows of vegetables at a time, but you still need to be driving alongside it constantly with a trailer, which is an absolute nightmare. This one is the only one that actually has a little storage tank, as you can see here, 5.5 cubic meters, and it only harvests 1 row at a time, but it's the only one that's like actually feasible to use. And it's got a little storage tank in there. It doesn't hold much, but it holds some, but it takes forever to harvest with it. So we're going to be trying to stay away from these as much as possible. Now we're a little bit lucky. If you look here, there was, here we go, a green bean run. And another green bean run. And having 2 contracts going will be a nice little start. Let's go and borrow those machines. Okay. Now where are we going? Farmland 6. Up and to the right. Meow. Okay. Yeah. Rock feels a little bit better than, what was that? Latino music? Yeah. Tropicalissimo? Tropical. Pollo Tropical. That's what we're listening to just now. I pretty much go up this thing. Because I get to field 10, and then I gotta hang a right before I hit field 10. Oof. Forgot, 4-wheel steering. All-wheel steering is just a little weird feeling. What we'll probably do is we'll have the AI start this, and then we'll drive, and we'll have the AI bring the trailer over here, and then, or the farmhand, shall we say, and then we will start that other one and drive to the other one, and then use steering assist and harvest the other one manually. We want this tractor. Position is blocked or unreachable. Well, here's the deal. It isn't. I was literally just there. Perfect. Alright, now that one's harvesting. This guy's going. Swiggity swooty. Oops, sorry. Alright, now let's go ahead and hop in here and grab the other green bean job. The field 4 there. That's plenty. It's alright, let's get it through here because it gets confused by the traffic and the people and all that stuff. So we're gonna go over here. Go to target position. Alright, now he's got it. There we go. Good. And then you need to go same place you just drove to. Alrighty. Let's have the AI drive this one and we'll drive the tractor just for a little change of pace. Is it confused as well? State blocked. You're literally not. Right. Let's get him over here as well. We're not expecting you to start harvesting. Oh my gosh. Alright, hang on. The AI in this game is very smart, but very dumb. Now it's driving. Wonderful. The physics in this game are sometimes so weird, especially when it comes to curbs and stuff. I'm gonna go 15 because I'm not really sure how fast the cultivator is. Hopefully you can get past the tractor that appears to just have parked on the road, even though I told it to. That told me to do it. That's definitely a way to do it. Not sure if that's the way I'd do it, but it's a way. Okay, now he's gonna get in the way of that, guys. No, he's just going around, okay? In a strange manner. Post. Right here. Fold that. Slower that. Alright, there we go. Nice. You know, they're harvesting over there. And they're doing their weird AI harvesting method where they just drive around the edges and do it in the least efficient way possible. And we're just gonna come over here. We're gonna do straight lines. Because we're smart. Might be useful if over here we do these ones going that way, and then drive to where there's an area we can turn around, and then that one over there. Oh, we have the precision steering stuff, so kind of keep us on track. I know we're not going to be getting very much, but it decided that we needed to. This was going to be the leftover. We're just taking care of the leftover right now. Now we're going to come down here where we actually have room to turn around. God, I hate HOAs more than I can put into words. And nowadays, in Florida, over 40% of the homes are now in an HOA. Because all the new constructions have an HOA that there's just one building company building this massive neighborhoods, and it comes with an HOA. And your HOA dues, guess where they end up? Company that built the home. It's you buy the house thinking the house is a good deal, and then, well, first of all, it's not. It's built out of like paper because new constructions are just not well built right now. And then you realize, oh, cool, now I basically have to pay $1,000 of rent to the building company, and it's just disguised as an HOA fee, you know? And there's just like, and then, you know, there's just, we moved into a townhouse, and that one has an HOA. But at first we thought it was just an HOA that like governed the, because like, you know, that's where you get your building insurance with and stuff like that, because you've got like 8 people who share one building. It's a townhouse, not a single family home. But come to find out, like they were trying to, like my dog Buck is an ESA, and they were trying to be like, well, you need paperwork, and you need a diagnosis, and you need a letter, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, that under the Fair Housing Act, that stuff doesn't like exist. They go, well, you need to get a letter from your doctor, and I'm like, there's no letter from my doctor for this. Like, that doesn't exist, you know. Or they were like, well, one of the things they were saying is I needed to like go online and get like a official certification thing. I'm like, those aren't real. Those are marketing scams, basically. You know? So, but luckily, so one of the things apparently they're trying to do is they're trying to say no pickup trucks or motorcycles parked at the HOA overnight. But Florida has a law saying, hey, you can't tell people that they can't park their vehicle where they have a right to park their vehicle, you know? And if you live in a townhome, you have your right to park your vehicle in those parking spots. You know? My grandparents though, they love their HOA, and like a local HOA recently tried to say that whenever you're on the HOA's like managed property, you can't carry concealed or open, you know, and they were getting upset about that, and I was like, well, that's the freaking HOAs you guys love so much, you know. They love trying to implement their own rules that are supposedly supersede state law. They're like, well, that's not the HOA that's saying that. I'm like, it literally is. The HOA is trying to say you can't carry if you're on their property. But they're also trying to say the entire development is like their property. You know? Which it isn't. Why is it? Why is it convinced that I'm on that field and not this one? Does it think, is it full? was like, where'd the steering assist go? I mean, I'm right where it needs to be, but where'd it go? You know? They also apparently tried to say that all the houses in the development, like this is a different one now, different HOA. My grandparents moved into. They needed to get a new roof, and the HOA was like, well, it has to be shingle, and they were like, no. I said no, it does not. And they said yes, it does. The HOA said it does, and I go, well, under Florida state law, you are allowed to have a metal roof, no matter what an HOA says, because metal roofs are best in thunderstorms and hurricanes. So if you want to have a metal roof, you can. So the HOA says you can. I go, well, then the HOA is not compliant with state law. Like, you know what I mean? A bunch of retired or jobless Karens don't get to just supersede Governor DeSantis. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm double fisting energy drinks right now. What about it? They're both cold but flat, so I'm just kind of alternating to get the different flavors. I feel less crappy about drinking flat energy drinks because they're expensive. I'm not gonna miss those, but it's like flat. Oops. Are these both going to the same place? Both go to the farmer's market. I wonder if I can just have them share. Ooh. This is a good one. Farmland 52. Now let me have it turn around and I'll send the fertilizer boy to go fertilize field 52. How the farmhand do it. Crap. Okay, which one? See. Target doesn't reachable. Okay. Look at the physics on that curve. That doesn't make any sense. Ridiculous. Move this lawn tractor so that it's when I go to use the AI selection, it doesn't. Also, I might change the paint scheme of my trailer. I don't like the green tires very much. And I just realized the cars were like actually like go around and use these parking spots and whatnot. Yeah, 20%. Okay. We're at 25%. I think that's half the reason I want to live off the grid on a homestead or farmstead or whatever you want to call it, so I can deal with Karens, because Florida is just, there's so many transplant Karens nowadays, it's ridiculous. People come here, they pave over all of our wetlands and everything, and then every time they see a gator, they freak out and call the police. They're like, shoot it. No. I'd rather the gator live there than you, Vanessa. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't complain when I do my own oil change in my driveway. Well, hang on. I gotta get those two over there first. Missed a couple at the beginning. Okay. Fertilizing about 36% done. It's gonna be a pretty good job for us. Gonna get us a good little bit of money. Ooh, yeah. I'm jamming out to this music. This is a freaking bop right there. I'm not talking about a brick oven pizza. I'm curious if the modded John Deere. I'm curious if any of the old ones, it was like a heavy tractor, but it was like old. Maybe these. Cool. Probably like, ooh, perfect timing. Hello. I'm trying to remember what the name of that mod was. It was like a It was like a freaking rocket just tied to a plow. It looked freaking sick. Oh, I didn't get it. Was it? No, no, yes. Not in the talks. Not in cars and bikes. Oh, I didn't see it here in large tractors. Let's see. Hang on, let me. Hang on, 1 second. Let's save. And then we'll go back to the main menu and we'll check and see what installed mods we have and what that one was, because I want that tractor. If we can find it. I think we didn't download it or we undownloaded it. I think we deleted, you know. I think it was a. And it was old, but it was built like a freaking freight train, like a diesel locomotive. Here we go. Hang on. 4020. Yes, look at that. Hang on. Why did I not have that? Oh, because this one had the yeah, okay, yeah, but the 4020 that was in here was different. So we should be good. Perfect. Look at that bad boy. Oh, we're getting that. We are getting that tractor. Alright. Select all. Start. Okay, cool. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. We were just in the war. You know what I mean? I want that pulling tractor really badly though. I was legitimately thinking about it last night. After we got off repo and I was getting ready for bed, I was literally just like, "Where's a track?" And it's probably, since it's so old, it's probably not expensive. Let's see. I wonder if cedars and planters need seeds. I wonder if you can gather seeds. You can gather sunflower seeds, but they can sell them. You know. Curious if you can harvest like seeds and then replant them yourself. That'd be cool. And they can get manure from animals and then. Alright, let's find it. Probably be a. No, there it is. 150,000. 1,500 horsepower. Hang on, is there any? I haven't seen any. Does it say 10,000? Is there an option that just says freaking stupid? No, XXX. Yeah. So I can have 10,000 power if I did this. US. Dude. Oh, 3 point. That's the sign. This is not the tractor we want though. We're gonna get this bad boy. But it's gonna take some time. We gotta get a lot. But I don't think any of the other ones legitimately will go that high. I think that one only goes up to 10,000 because it's modded to be ridiculous. See? Okay, same with this thing going 5,000. Triple X is like not. $900 for these. Okay. That one go up to 700. Oh, none of those ones actually. That's crazy. It's LC. Nothing runs like a deer. You have that right. How does this thing have 1500 horsepower and its max speed is only 20? Horn puller. Money pit. The diesel chugging deer. That's funny. Only parts. Oh. I would assume so, yes, yeah. Sure not. What's the difference? I wish there was a way you could put this thing to be a freaking dragster. I mean, it's got the horsies. This is crazy. I can't wait to have this. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be. We're gonna need extra 100,000. Get the 15. No, extra 60,000. What is LFC? What is it? Chat, if anyone knows what LFC means, please let me know. Oh, they're done. Another fertilizing job. There it is. Which fertilizer left? Oh, he's good. Got 80% still. Where's he at? Wait. Isn't he? Oh, he's right here. Great job. Field work. Field 24. Start. Okay, that one's still working. Good. Alright. Yeah. It really does just kind of keep everything where you left off just now. What I don't like is how every time I go onto this field, apparently it thinks I'm abandoning my job. Noise. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put his like screenshot there a second ago. It'd be fun to have a job as a tractor driver. I have a lot of time driving tractors, but not like farming an arable. This, you know. More non-arable. gonna have to let it switch over to the other field. Easier said than done. We nailed it. Huzzah. Can I keep harvesting like this? Nope. Nope, I cannot. Hello. Hello. Okay. These machines are just getting insane. Just look at that. It's the engineering on these is incredible. Doing pretty good on all three of these jobs. I'm gonna get some real solid money once these are finished up. It just changed my... This is where I was. Think about what field I should buy first. I like these ones. Long and narrow. 52 would be a real good field. How much? I don't know, but how much is it? Oh, 151,000. Okay. Some land that we could afford. 63,000, we can buy that pretty soon. 114, 57, 67, 50, 46. Fields are getting small. 45, 51, 43. Field 68 wouldn't be a bad start. $64, $60, $52. Field 30 would be nice as well. This little space down here, we could possibly build some animal stuff on. I gotta focus on vehicles right now. If I get land, oh, if I get land, I could get animals. Huh. And I can focus on. Interesting. Very interesting. Contract finished. Which contract? Oh, the fertilizing? Okay. This is almost done as well. Alright, are there any other fertilizing jobs right now? Yes, there is. Field 79. So we're gonna go here. Grab you from 24. I'm gonna create a job for you. Go field work. 79. One of the things I want to do, because it gets a little bit confusing, is the with the sprayer gator. I want to go and I gotta think either making it a 4x2 gator or dropping it down from 50 to 40 APH. You know, yeah, worker H is completed the task. Who's worker H? Is it that guy over there? Is he full? He's not done. He's got more to do. Who's F? You haven't. Okay. Alright, we'll finish the rest of that up manually then, I guess. There we go. We can just do this. Who's worker F? Oh, that's the gator. Alright, we'll have to go over there and figure out what's blocking him up. I think it's pulling to the left, honestly. Alright, we're gonna turn around, so we're gonna hit that on the way back to the trailer. I wonder if we can put them both in the same track. You know? That'd be nice if we could. I'll just put this one in here. Go find the gator real quick. Yeah, that'll do it. Where are you trying to go? Crashed into a tree. That's actually kind of hilarious, not gonna lie. Yeah, this is the fast one anyways. Let's just drive it. Yeah, because that's how curb physics work. Where's the next job? Left. I gotta go to the far one. Oh. Let's look at my map. It's like looking at your phone while driving. Basically, you're taking your eyes off the road. Alright, he's working. We're gonna come over here. Ourselves with steering system. This. Actually, unless the steering assist turns with the field, it doesn't, so we're not going to use steering assist, actually. I don't know why people used to be so, like, prejudiced against the Irish. You know? I mean, I know they have some very aggravating mannerisms in the workplace, but still. Weird. They're very much a "don't tell me what to do" kind of group. But as a Floridian and a conservative, I can respect that. It does. Is there enough room in the trailer? Please let it. Yes, there is. I don't know. I only have to take one trip. Let's frickin' go. Alright, these are both going to the. I know how to get there. Or cover I can put on. Yeah. Contract finished. Nice. Let's have him stop then, save a little bit of money. he's going. We're definitely gonna make one of them into a 40 instead of a 50. That way, it's just the beginning. I've never felt happier than here. I gotta find out what these like achievements I'm getting are about. I really don't know what they're for. You know. Green door, left, right. I'm gonna have a tip to the right this time, just so you guys can kind of see, because I've been doing it to the back every time recently. And if anybody watching is like, I wonder what it's like if it goes to the side. Like, see? I didn't like to see those on the fertilizer. There's not. Okay. So bringing that guy back to the area was the right move. Ooh, a spraying job though, that's good. And have the sprayer boy. Field work. Ooh, that's not how that works. Oh, the physics in this game are just bizarre. Actually, I can see how the left side opens up. I'm curious about the right. Yeah, where C is blocked. Oh, of course. Actually, oh, sorry.